the biggest reason why your blue-black hair turns this reddish brown in the sun is because most likely you used a permanent hair color. The biggest difference between permanent hair color and demi-permanent hair color is that permanent hair color has ammonia in it. The ammonia dissolves some of your natural melanin pigment to a reddish brown color and then deposits your blue-black over the top of it at the same time. So every single time you use a permanent blue-black over your red-brown hair, you're basically just gently bleaching it a little bit more, making it more red, and then depositing the blue-black over the top of it at the same time without realizing that it's bleaching your hair slightly. A common misconception about permanent hair color is that the result that you get is completely permanent, when really it's just the dissolving of your natural melanin pigment becomes permanent. So when you put any artificial pigment over the top of your raw lifted hair, that is not permanent. This is why a lot of hairstylists will opt for a demi-permanent hair color or even a color depositing mask when you're trying to keep your hair blue-black. So if you were to use a demi-permanent color to, at the very least, maintain your blue-black, it is less likely to go as red. But generally speaking, if you used a demi-permanent in the first place, you would have never exposed these red-brown undertones in the first place. It would generally fade from this black color back to your natural color because you haven't exposed the undertone by dissolving melanin pigment. So in my professional opinion, I would recommend maintaining your blue-black with color depositing conditioners or demi-permanent hair color, because the more times that you use permanent over the top of your already processed with permanent hair color, the more damaged it becomes because of the ammonia content in your permanent color. It's not making the result permanent. Granted, there are some permanent hair colors out there that are basically like a fabric dye that will never come out of your hair and will never fade. I understand. But just with the knowledge of what ammonia does to hair color, that's usually the culprit as to why your hair turns red-brown. But like I said, as a professional, I would recommend maintaining your blue-black with either a color depositing conditioner or demi-permanent hair color, because permanent hair color is completely unnecessary when you're trying to keep your hair blue-black, because it will still fade no matter if you use permanent or not. Unless you're using like straight up fabric dye, like I said, but that's just, we're not going to get into the nuance in this video, but I hope this visual helped.